disaster strikes. This event has been absolutely brutal for so many boats and for so many different reasons. And you look here this evening, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it stunning? But today, disaster struck on Clearlake. Sadly, our spinnaker pole broke, and you can just see it here. We've lashed it at the moment, and it's laying on the foredeck, poking out the front of the boat. It's heavy. Sadly, one of the fittings on one of the ends went, and it nearly ripped the mainsail and did an awful lot of damage. So we had to get the jib in, get the spinnaker pole down, which wasn't easy because of the heavy sea state at the time, and then secure it. But then, obviously, we then had to get the mainsail up, which wasn't without its challenges due to the heavy seas. You know, obviously you can't put a mainsail up with a following breeze very easily, not at 24 knots anyway. And with the heavy seas turning the boat into the sea, into the wind, with the mainsail out to try and get the mainsail up. But we did it. A great team effort by everybody on board. And now we're back underway again, but obviously no jib at the moment. We've got 2 reefs in the main. It's a big wave. And this bastard sea. We've got 2 reefs in the main, and what we're going to do is we're going to wait till the morning, and I'm going to review the situation on the pole to see if I can jury rig it in some way to get that out. This really does have an effect on our performance, and this will sadly be noted in the ratings as we slip down. We just don't have the boat speed at the moment. But you know, these things happen at sea, and it's how you deal with them and get on with it. And basically you just have to say, okay, right, what do we do to get around it? And that's what we're going to do. So like all British, we had a good cup of tea afterwards, and a chocolate biscuit, as one does. And yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. So good morning, Saturday morning. Another long night due to squalls. We had squalls come through continuously last night, but we've come up with a solution for the damaged spinnaker pole. Well, it is staying damaged, but basically we're using the boom as our spinnaker pole, and we've triangulated the boom, and then what we've done is that we've run a jib sheet for a fair lead we fitted to the back of the boom, and we're away again. If I zoom or go up, you can see our 3 Burgies, the Royal Norfolk and Suffolk Yacht Club, and then East Anglia Cruising Club, and then Snowflakes Sailing Club. So yeah, so we've got a solution. We can't sail quite directly to St Lucia just because of the way the angle of the boom is. If we get the boom more forward, then yeah, we could. So we're having to sail slightly higher than we would like to. So we're still going to have to jibe it. So we sorted this out last night, just before dark, and made good progress overnight. Jibed at 6 o'clock this morning, put a jibe in, and then we'll run this till 2, put another jibe in, so we will zigzag towards the finish. The good news in all of this is that we're under 1,000 miles to go. Some of the bigger boats, the 100-footers and such, are finished, but sadly we've still got some way to go, and slightly behind our anticipated finish date of Thursday. It's likely to be Sunday now, hopefully. But nevertheless, it's we've got a good boat now, and it's all running well. So, hi everyone, it's Saturday afternoon, 4th of December, and at last, with a huge relief, we're heading in the right direction. We've had a very frustrating 48 hours. The weather now is typical trade winds. We've got 15 to 20 knots of breeze, and relatively calm seas now, and well, yeah, just a relief. So, obviously, as we said before, we lost our spinnaker pole. We had damage to one end of it. So we used our boom as a temporary spinnaker pole, jury rig spinnaker pole. But due to the angle of the boom, while it worked, we couldn't go downwind as much as we wanted to. So we still weren't really making our way effectively and efficiently to St Lucia, and we were having to do a number of jives every 6 hours. I was getting really frustrated with this, and it's pretty depressing. So this morning I had another think about how we could repair the spinnaker pole, and a bit Blue Peter style. We replaced the sticky back plastic and coat hangers and what have you with Dyleema rope and a few shackles, bits and pieces. So we've got a poled out Chinoa. We're going downwind, and just going to move round. This is our jury rig on how we fixed the spinnaker pole to the spinnaker track on the front of the mast. You can see a screwdriver there. There's a screwdriver actually each side, which is tensioning the Dyleema rope to make sure it stays really tight. And we've rigged it in a way that it works. The downside is we can't put the mainsail up. But at the moment we don't need it. We won't need it till we get to the slightly past the top of St Lucia when we bung a left, when we need the main back up again, but the spinnaker pole will be put away before then. So we've jury rigged it. It's holding at the moment. What you can't see really is where it's broken on here. So it's amazing. On this side we've got our screwdriver again, and to ensure the screwdrivers are locked, we put some hefty duty cable tie on it as well, locked to a halyard so it actually can't move. So it's working. We're doing really well now. We've got 2 reefs in the Genoa at the moment because we wanted not to put too much pressure on the pole. When we take the jib in and out for nighttime reefing and let it out when it's a bit lighter, we will obviously take great care in that. But it's working. It's great. And the mood on board has lifted a bit because they know now we're counting down the miles, and hopefully tonight we'll be under 900 miles to go. Hopefully probably 2 days late in. Sadly we dropped a number of places in our division, which is heartbreaking, but better arrive safe for a cocktail than not arrive at all.